It's time for the knockout stages of Euro 2024. We now know the full route to the final for every team that has made it through the group stage, including the likes of Georgia, who put up an incredible performance and clutched it up to get through to the round of 16. So today we're going to run through my predictions for the knockouts and how I think this is going to go down. So we're going to go through each game in the knockouts and see who I think is going to win Euro 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more Euros content. Game 1 is Germany versus Denmark, the hosts of the tournament who have looked pretty solid. Denmark just about crept through in our group. I have to go with Germany here. I think everybody would. Next up is Switzerland versus Italy. Going into the tournament, you would have thought that this was probably an easy choice, but Switzerland have actually been impressive in this tournament. Italy, not so much. They did clutch it up with the Zaccagni goal against Croatia in order to finish second in the group, and heartbreak for Croatia. But aside from that, they've really not been that impressive. I think I'm going to go with the first upset and go Switzerland to beat Italy. Then the biggest overachievers in the Euros, we have Georgia, who have been very, very good. Unfortunately, they couldn't get themselves an easy draw because they are up against the only team in the tournament that won all 3 of their group games. So I would love to see Georgia go through. Maybe if they had got someone a little bit easier, then they could have given it a real good go, but Spain have been the best team so far, so I have to go with them. England versus Slovakia. I mean, it should be such an easy prediction, right? It should be like, oh yeah, 3-0 England, bosh, sorted. But we've been so bad. So bad. But I'll still stick with the boys. It's coming home! Portugal have got themselves Slovenia in their round of 16 game. I think this will probably be an easy one. Portugal have been pretty good, and even when resting players. So Portugal to go through. Then we have what on paper is a humongous tie for a round of 16 game. France versus Belgium. France have actually been really disappointed. They've not scored an open play goal. Like, we think we've been bad. Their squad is arguably a bit better. Their overall squad, starting 11 maybe 50-50. But Deschamps is being questioned and everything like that. They've struggled, but so have Belgium, although that is more through poor finishing than anything else from someone like Lukaku. So it should be a France win here really easily, but they've underperformed so much, letting Austria top the group. I do think that Belgium, they've also just not been very impressive. They've had a couple of decent players, like De Bruyne has been good in their games and Doku's been lively, but I have to go with France. They should be way too good for them. Although every time I say, surely, the thing doesn't happen, so. Next we have Romania versus the Netherlands. Oh, the Dutch have been inconsistent, and I know it's only been 3 games, but that is the case. Their forwards are just a bit all over the place. Cody Gakpo is looking like the guy though, but Depay just thinks he's him. He's not. Romania have been really impressive. Their game against Ukraine was fantastic. What a performance. And the goals in that game were fantastic as well. But dropped off a little bit after that, but still did manage to go through. I'll go with the Netherlands here, just because I think maybe after a couple of games they'll have tightened things up a little bit and should be able to go through here. But I feel like their route to the final without Frenkie de Jong is just 1,000 times harder. And then we have Austria versus Turkey. Austria, along with Georgia, the biggest overperformance so far in this tournament. I think they're going to keep going. They've been really exciting to watch. Their football's been solid. And I don't see any reason to not go with them to beat Turkey. So now we get into the quarterfinals and things are looking juicy. We got Germany, Spain, Portugal, France, Netherlands, Austria, and England, Switzerland. How have we got this lucky with the draw? It's ridiculous. So, Germany, Spain, the holders, the hosts of the tournament against the best team in the tournament. Germany, they looked amazing at the start, but since then, not as much. Spain, even with their second team, basically second string of players against Albania, still put up a really good fight and managed to win the game, even whilst resting their players. And Albania have been no joke. They've actually really taken it to the other teams in the group. So I feel like things have changed for me since the beginning or pre-tournament predictions. I had Germany going all the way. I'm going to go Spain, I think. They've just been really, really impressive, so I'm going to go with them. Portugal v France, again, a really, really hard one because of what we discussed about France in the previous round, just underperforming so far and been a bit disappointing. Portugal haven't been insane. Their squad is really, really good. And in some games, certain players have had fantastic performances, but like Ronaldo hasn't scored yet. It's still a little bit iffy for them. They do now have their previous game, the round of 16 game, in order to try and sort that out and potentially solidify their 11 going into this mega match with France. But that also means the French have a little bit more time to get things knuckled down with. So I am going to go with France. Netherlands, Austria though. Austria did get the better of them in the group. And they've been the more exciting team. Netherlands, it's tricky, you know. But you know what? Tournament form is a big thing. With how close together all of the matches are, take that momentum and roll with it. Austria are beating the Netherlands again in the quarterfinals. And then we've got England, Switzerland. Obviously, it's coming home. So we'll have to go with England to beat the Swiss. Semi-finals then, and we've got Spain against France and Austria versus England. That's crazy. And once again, I think I'm going to have to go based off of what I've seen. And what I've seen is Spain being more clinical and dominant than France have been. So I can't believe that I'm saying that they don't make the final. But I'm going with Spain. And then even though Austria have been mighty in this tournament, they come up against the Goliath that is Gareth Southgate ball. So they have no chance. We're getting to the final. And so here it is. The Euro 2024 final. Spain versus England. Surely it can only go one way, right? Surely it's coming home. However, I would like to have a win-win scenario. If we do get to the final, and I predict Spain to win, and they do, then I'm a genius. Whereas if I predict Spain to win, but we win it, then it's come home. So, by that logic alone, we're going Spain to win the Euros. Very, very different to my predictions at the start of the tournament. And yeah, they've just been really, really impressive. I personally thought it was going to be a tournament or two too early for Spain because of the youngsters that they've got, but they've actually performed really well. So this new look Spain squad has been massively impressive, and I think they could comfortably go all the way and win the Euros, or it's coming home. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!